Hello everyone, this is Uncle Les's gardening update for 2025, and you're looking at some bush beans here. They're looking pretty good, and there's an Easter lily here on the corner with those flowers, but we'll take a closer inspection of our bush beans here. They're looking pretty nice, no flowers yet. Plants are just developing. The little bit of white you see there is a little bit of leftover. It rained a little bit today, so the seven dust washed off for pests, insects, so that way they don't eat the leaves and destroy our plants. So that's what that white residue is, a little bit of leftover seven dust. So if we come around back here to the patio, in our patio pots, we have some beefsteak tomato plants. You also might be wondering what the bars of soap are doing. Hang in there. That's Irish Spring soap, and the soap is there to keep the deer away because they like to come and chomp on the leaves of the tomato plants. And they ate my green beans last year over by the shed that you just saw there too. So I put the Irish Spring to deter the deer. So anyway, beefsteak tomato plants here. No flowers as of yet, I don't think. Do we have something maybe at the bottom? We might have a little something down there at the bottom on this one maybe. We might have, yeah, there might be, we might have something there trying to get started. So that's the first one, I think. Otherwise, got three beefsteak tomato plants. Now we got Kentucky White Half Runners. These are looking real nice in our pots here. And you can see the vines are starting to climb up the cages now. Let's take a closer inspection. You can see that there. See that vine? How the vines are starting to climb up the cages. These are climbers, pole beans. So those are starting to develop very nicely. Garlic chives aren't looking so good this year. I got some seeds. Hopefully we'll get a little more sproutage later. But yeah, the chives aren't doing so hot this year. Whoa, the parsley. Holy smokes. Parsley's doing fantastic. We've already cut some, as you can see there. But yeah, parsley's looking great. We got more spices over here. Some basil. Yeah, the original basil plant died on me, but I got a new one. So it's looking good. Basil, and then we have some thyme, rosemary, and oregano is this one here on the end. Now we're going to move away from the food and go to the flowers. Dusty Miller's here in our blue pot. There's Elvis Gnome. Thank you very much. Thank you. And then we got a nice rose bush. We had a couple of blooms earlier on it. Don't think there's any right now, but a few weeks ago we had like 2 or 3 blooms on it, climbing up the trussel. All right, we got some more stuff here. Dusty Miller, some hostices, impatiens. I don't know what that thing is in the middle. It had beautiful pink blooms when we first planted it. A lot of them have died. The blooms, that is. Plant's still healthy. I'm sure it'll have new blooms later. Another hostis, coleus, a begonia. I don't know what that ivy looking thing is. I forget what that's called. Impatiens. Some of these are perennials through here. Some are annuals. Mixture of the two. Coleus. Another one of them things with the dead blooms. Hopefully it'll get new ones. Dusty Miller and Impatient. More of the same stuff here. And we got these fiery looking things here in this hanging pot. Whatever those are called, but that looks pretty nice. Then on the porch we have marigolds, begonia, Dusty Miller, and then yellow looking things. More coleuses. Marigolds, and we got a bunch of perennials here, though these are lilies. These are getting ready to bloom, these lilies here. And just some impatiens in the front, just some array of perennial plants in here in the flower box. And then we got one more here by the garage on the outside with coleuses and Dusty Millers and impatiens in both of these pots. I'll turn the camera there. If I turn it like that, you can probably see it better. That might be upside down. Maybe this way will be better. Yeah. Okay, well, that's going to wrap it up for the gardening update. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Harper, Colton, and Cooper. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a great day.